to go as we are off from Charlotte. This one fielded at the 5.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Makendrix. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field, D.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Willie Snead all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 65 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16.
I'm trying to collect. That's it. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On first down, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
I don't think you got it, son.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. This time Jackson will throw it. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. on the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tight end Olsen, right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he's got his target. That's more. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 68 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. They find some open field here. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Stop Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch the flood, watch the flood.
From the gun, it's Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go, G.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Able to shake him off. Steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Goddard. Newton now to throw. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Newton on 1st down. eluding the pressure right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Boyle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously with the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brandon Carr. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On 2nd down, Ingram. He'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
Let's go, man. Ready. Gun.
On first down, it's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, 60 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gano the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Hump.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. This is fielded at the goal line. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Giants. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Ready? For the set, ready? Great, great. Eight. Ready?
Now Newton on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike. Rip left. Kill. 20. Ready?
Throwing is Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. A big play there for Carolina. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
93, go. Check, 93 is the mic. 93 is the mic. Here we go. Express. Let's go.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Right there, 54.
Now Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to Gallman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Newton. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Great. 47. Check, 47. Stop your whining.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Go now. 30 base. Check. Walk 54. Hey, defense.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
That's it, baby. You got one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we can give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
On 2nd down and 4, Newton flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, his throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Watch the safety creep. Whip.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
Throwing on second down. Jones. Open man here, T.J. Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the ball is knocked out. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Go. Get it.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
22-jet bomber.
Watch twins.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught on the right side by Jones. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, foxtrot.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Tate's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Jones operating from the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 37 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the air now with Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Set, ready, 30 base. Hurry, hurry.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, they're going to Gallman here on the screen. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready, 18 Gator. Hey, I-7. Get it.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go. Look at me, zipper. Line 54. Ready.
On 4th down, Jones. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Jones throwing after the interception. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Five.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaq Thompson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the